They didn't lose anything. Not their money, not their status, not their future. They needed insurance money. And when people want money without consequences, they don't choose the powerful. They choose someone convenient, someone ordinary, someone invisible, someone they believe won't fight back. Not an executive, not a decision maker, not someone with influence, just expendable. Crimes don't always start with violence. Some don't start with weapons, or threats, or blood. Some crimes start quietly, with paperwork, with signatures, with decisions made behind closed doors. At first, everything looked normal, a routine process, a standard procedure, nothing that raised suspicion. But hidden inside those documents was a decision that would destroy a life. The system didn't fail. It worked exactly as it was designed to. Because the truth is, the system doesn't protect people. It protects itself. By the time anyone noticed something was wrong, it was already too late. The damage had been done. The blame had been assigned, and the narrative had already been written. One person labeled guilty, one story accepted without question, one life quietly erased. In court, facts were presented, but facts don't always matter. What matters is which version sounds more believable, and who has the power to repeat it until it becomes truth. That day, the judge listened carefully, not just to the words, but to what was missing between them. Something didn't add up. The silence spoke louder than the testimony, and for the first time, someone saw what was really happening. This wasn't justice. It was convenience. And sometimes the most dangerous crimes aren't committed in the dark. They're committed in plain sight, because these are not things written on paper. These are not things found in files. These are things the heart recognizes. But here's the part no one talks about. No one was confused. No one was mistaken. This wasn't an accident. Every signature was intentional. Every delay was calculated. Every silence was convenient. Because when systems choose victims, they don't look for truth. They look for distance. Distance from responsibility. Distance from consequences. Distance from blame. And once the machine starts moving, it doesn't stop. It doesn't ask who gets hurt. It doesn't ask who gets destroyed. It only asks one question. Who can we sacrifice and still move forward? That question has an answer, and it's almost never the people at the top. Justice didn't disappear. It was redirected. And when that happens, innocence doesn't matter. Only convenience does, because the most terrifying truth is this. The system doesn't need bad people to do terrible things. It only needs people who stay quiet. And maybe that's the hardest part to accept. Because the system doesn't collapse when it's exposed. It adapts. It replaces faces. It rewrites narratives. And it keeps moving. So the real question isn't who was guilty. The real question is, how many others never got noticed? Because these are not things written in laws or recorded in files. These are things the heart recognizes. And once you see it, you can't unsee it.